You are hereby summoned to attend a meeting of the Finance Committee of Hemsworth Town Council to be held in the main hall of Hemsworth Town Council Community Centre, Bullenshaw Road, Hemsworth, commencing at 7 p.m. on the 17th of October 2024 for the purpose of transactioning the following business. Apologies for absence.
Councillors Bates, Suganardi and Whitehead.
Fair enough. Declarations of interest. None. Number 3, budget update. This will be a verbal update from the clerk.
Yeah, thanks, Chair. So we're only able to provide an update up to the 31st of August on this occasion. So that's the first 5 months of the year, which is 41.66% of the way into the year. So that's what I'd expect to see on income and expenditure. Expenditure currently is at 48.28%, which is 6.62% over. However, there's a number of one-off items in the first half of the year that have contributed to that, including the insurance premium, annual fees and subscriptions which aren't repeated, various one-off other costs, and also this year we have the cost of the new Gator vehicle, which has actually been offset by an insurance claim. So with all that, and also the staffing during the summer, we do take on additional members of staff. So all that, with all that in mind, we're actually about on target, roughly. Income currently at 46.98%, which is 5.32% over. However, a percentage of that does include the insurance payout for the new Gator vehicle, and also an increase in income during the summer. July and August being our busiest months. Again, around about on target for.
Perfect, just what I want to hear. So now a balance update to note the council's balances as of the 30th of September 2024. In the current account we have £10,000. In the wages account there is nothing. In the savings account there is £325,223.88, and in the deposit account there is £30,000. Number 5 is an investment update. To receive an update on the council's investments. So the investment account, which is the reserves, I'm going to speak extremely clearly on this one, as I've been misquoted several times. So in last time we read from June, and in June it was £193,138.99. As of September 24, it is £193,851.68. So it has made £712 since June. And now it's public question time. Kathy?
Where you've said that there's nothing in the account for wages, where are you going to take the money to pay the wages?
The wages account, the wages go into the wages account before the wages are paid,
right.
and then yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
Jason?
Based on the budget update, what's the expectation for year end? Is it to be level with income received, or are you expecting a negative?
At the moment, based on the current position and the outlay for the rest of the year, we are expecting to be about on budget, roughly. That's all I can say at the moment. Based on the current outlook.
Positive position.
Yeah.
And then the only other one was on the investment side of things, and I don't know a lot about council investment, but I assume it's just sort of a low risk investment or interest that's secured. Is there anything more that can be done with that? Because with a bank balance of £190,000 and only making £700 in 3-4 months, that would normally be classed as a poor return.
So, just to clarify, just to make sure we're on the same page. That's an increase in the value of the investment of £712. We do receive dividends on top of that as well, which I don't have to hand the amounts of. I think we budget around 8,000 a year for that. I don't have the exact figures to hand, but that is in addition to that.
The only reason I asked £8,000 on an £198,000 balance, very quick maths, about 4.2%. Again, that could still be classed as a relatively low return, less than most interest rates actually.
That's correct. You pointed out yourself earlier, it is a relatively low risk investment. As a council, we are somewhat limited in our investment options. We invest with the CCLA property fund, churches, charities and local authorities property fund, which can easily found online if you want to research it's largely, as you've said, it's a relatively low risk property fund. And also I will clarify the actual interest amounts when I'm able. I don't have the figures with me, unfortunately.
Kathy?
Can I ask, what are we doing with the property in the town centre that was the charity shop? Is anybody...
As of now, there's no decision on Bank Street. It was brought to council, however, it was just discussed. Nothing's been decided on what's going to happen. There's been a few suggestions. Not all the suggestions were to sell. So
I'm just thinking, you know, because obviously we've got people now who've taken over what was Barclays Bank and the thing.
Pete?
All this doom and gloom on Facebook, I should be mentioning it and all, but I'm going to do. Now, what I've heard tonight, am I correct in saying this? We're nowhere near being bankrupt.
Nowhere near.
Pete, I've said it
You've
before
all
in a
heard
meeting.
that, haven't you?
I've said it before in a meeting and I'll say it again. You should only rely on the figures that HTC bring to you and not what you see on the internet.
All I was saying, love, I've said it out here, so right near it,
Yep, completely valid.
not to believe what they say.
Absolutely.
That's what I should have said.
Sid?
So I'm going to just add to that. Obviously, we're not saying we're high and dry. We're a million miles off, but we do seem to be in a better position, or at least I think we've hit the bottom and we're starting to, hopefully starting to come up now. Obviously, you always get things blowing at you from the side that you can't account for. That happens. Going back to the investment fund, I could be wrong here, but I believe the HTC actually got the fingers burnt in the Icelandic bank crisis all them years ago. So I think a lot of money that they managed to get back in the end, I think that sort of got will play safe. And I do know majority of councils, am I right in saying that the majority of the councils use a CCLA fund because it's pretty much as secure as you can get.
I think it was the bit about, because we didn't understand the dividend, I didn't realise the dividend bit, when you get £700 return on that amount of money, you go, but when you look at the...
I just think that we're hopefully we're proving that when you do have people who want to work for the community and work together, you can slowly, it is a slow process and it's not as quick as we want it to be, but slowly you can make improvements.
I suspect
I don't think it's not a secret. Last year, on average, it's 80 grandish a year.
On average, I think close to 100.
100 last year was 180,000.
180,000
So yeah, there will be less expenses paid out, various expenses, buying food and waste, for example, that sort of thing. So hopefully, yes. The thing is, and again, Joe, correct me if I'm wrong, I believe any money received from that process has to legally go back into a similar use for similar tax, so used in the park or the Sandygate, that sort of thing.
That's correct, yeah. It can't make a profit. It would need to be.
Yeah, it's got to be reinvested. We can't stick it in bank. We've got to budget for it somewhere. So hopefully, if things come off, then that can be reinvested within the park or Sandygate or whatever.
Is there any more questions from Julie?
I just want to ask if there's any update when HTC will update the monthly accounts. And I think it's April since last ones were on, so I'm just wondering if they've been approved. Accounts going to be up to date because we're now in October. I think last ones were, is it April? There's been nothing on since April.
I think it's because in the last meetings they haven't agreed for the. No,
Yeah.
they haven't signed them yet.
Yeah, apologies for that. They will be updated as soon as possible. Yeah.
Thank you.
Any more questions from the public? No? We'll take a short 15-minute recess then between now and the policy and planning meeting that commences at 7:30. Thank you all for attending.
You'll be some.